Okay, so this snake doesn't chase after Vesna, but he sees how several others, smaller and larger, come out of the river and from the bushes and do start chasing after him. He arrives to a small clearing, which is dominated by something which was probably huge at some moment, but now is in a horrible ruined condition. It's a building, following the same architectural style as the village. There's nothing else of interest, it's just the rests of the foundry and the beast with Inula. Now, how do we see Inula? Okay, so here I'm going to roll 2d6. Okay, so 11 or 12 would mean that she seems to be not breathing, or at least out of combat. Low results would mean that she's just restrained but capable of fighting, and results in the middle would mean that she's wounded but she would be able to fight if we free her. Well then, why do dice do this? I really like this character. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I just finished painting her miniature this morning. So if she's dead, I'm going to be really pissed off. So Inula seems to be out of combat. She's stuck to the wall, completely covered in silk, with only strands of black hair falling on her face, which is completely white. And now, what is the beast doing? This is really important for our decision now. I'm going to roll on the actions table. 84. It's carrying 43. Competition. Caring for the competition. Oh god, I hate my mind sometimes. So, as Vesna is looking, turns around, and now he's able to see it. It's inky black, very beetle-like, but with 4 arms. And 2 of the arms are going down to the floor, taking something, making at the same time a horrible crunching sound. And Vesna sees it rise, well, half of a leg from the knee to the foot, and stick it to the wall, as hundreds of small bugs go to it and start eating it. Now Vesna can hear the slight cries of, well, not even cries for help anymore, just cries of pain of the man who's probably behind the anvil or something like that, and that's why we didn't see him. Well, the situation is quite dire. Inula's possibly dead, I don't know exactly. And we have a maybe 5 or 6 HD beast in front of us. Now my first idea would be, okay, can we burn it down? If we burn the silk dome, then it would probably, well, I don't think it would kill the creature, but it would scare it to at least come outside. But then we would risk killing Inula too. Inula is also possibly dead. God, I'm honestly stumped. Okay, do we have anything in our backpack? We have rations, a water skin, robes, and writing kit and paper. We don't even have torches. But I think that Inula may have something. Is Inula's backpack lying around? I don't think it would be, because it would probably be stuck with her. But, I mean, this is a Hail Mary. Vesna looks around. Is the backpack around? I'm going to give it a -4 because it doesn't make sense, but... Ha! 6 plus 9, that's 15, -4, that's 11, so that's a yes. Vesna says that it's been stuck to the silk in one of the entrances. It seems that the beast enters through the silk and then it closes again. So there he sees, partially eaten by the silk, the backpack of Inula. Okay, so what does she have on her inventory? And she has a tinderbox and 3 torches. And a grappling hook. This may be it. We may be able to do it. So if we light a fire on the other side and we wait and listen, if the beast is coming from one side or the other one, I mean, I hope that scares it, then we can go through the other one, use the grappling hook on Inula to try to unstick her, and then just run, hopefully. I don't know, I'm not a good player. I'm usually the DM. I create the problems, I don't solve them. I don't have any other ideas, so yes, I think we're going to do that. Vesna takes a backpack, starts just looking through it, and he takes out 1 torch with a tinderbox. He goes to the other side of the building and lights a torch, sticks it to the silk, and, well, does it burn? I'm going to give it a +8. because I assume it would, but I mean, maybe this is magical silk. $21, yes it does. So the silk starts turning black and the fire starts spreading. And the small bugs, they all just run like hell, avoiding the fire. Okay, so does the beast react? I'm going to give it a +2 because I think it's likely at this moment. And if the fire spreads a bit more, then it'll be very likely. So does the beast react now? That's a 14 + 2, 16, so that's a yes, but we also get a random event. And that this is an 89, NPC negative. I've been thinking a while, and I'm going to invoke the I don't know rule for this. I cannot think of anything that wouldn't break the narrative right now. Okay, so we know that the beast is going to react, but we don't know exactly how. So what is it going to do? Action table. 47, it's going to travel, which means it would move. 17, spirit, travel spirit. So Vesna sees how the small beetles, they all at first started just avoiding the fire very quickly. But then, after around 10 seconds, they all turn at the same time, as if possessed by a hive mind, and then get close to the fire. And they do this horrible thing of adding more silk, but at the same time jumping into the fire and the silk. Which dissolves their body and forms a very strange barrier thing that tries to prevent the fire from spreading. Okay, so it seems that the beast can also control the minds of the small creatures. So Vesna moves 2 meters to the left and just lights the silk again. Okay, this time I'm not even going to roll for reaction. It's going to react, but what is the beast going to do? Is it going to send the beetles again? I'm going to give it a -4 because it would make sense that it's realized that something bad's going on. Okay, 11, no. 11 -4, 7, so no. And now what does it do? Does it come out? I didn't assign probabilities, but it doesn't really matter that much. We got an 18 with a 2. And this is the episode in which I'm getting the most doubles. So this is an extremely yes and a random event. So first of all, Vesna hears a deep, grave, aggressive roar, and he hears how the silk retracts on this part of the tower, and the beast comes outside. And now what random event do we get? 92. NPC negative again. Since I'm not going to roll for all of my NPC list because I want to keep it focused, there are 4 NPCs that I can think of right now. Inula, the man, the beast, and the small creatures. So I'm going to roll a 1d4 to see to which NPC this negative thing affects. 3. That's the beast. Okay, that's good. Okay, so what happens that is bad to the beast? I'm going to roll the actions table. 17. Antagonize. 97. Leadership. Antagonize leadership. I think this is our chance. So as the beast comes out of the building and just gives a roar of pure aggression and revenge, 2 other screams come from each side of the forest, and smaller beasts of the same type just start running towards the other one, trying to attack it in a sort of leadership fight. I don't know exactly how the hierarchy of beetle ogres works like, but hey, I mean, I'm not going to complain. This is very good for us. Now they start fighting, and this is the moment that we need, because the fire is still going on, and we can jump in and try to save Inula, and, well, possibly the man, I don't know exactly. So Vesna crouches and looks. How does the fight look like? I'm going to roll 2 to 6. On a 2, the newcomers are winning. On 12, the beast is clearly winning. Middle results, they are still fighting. 10. Well, it seems that the beast is clearly defending itself. It seems to have the upper hand, so on the next rolls I'll roll a +2. The moment I get a 12, the fight will be over. it's Vesna's moment now. He's going to try to get inside. But now, do we do it from this side, cutting the silk and trying to slither in, or do we do it from the entrance? If we do it from the entrance, I mean, we know that we're going to be able to do it, but the beast may see us. If we do it through here, the beast won't see us for sure, but we may get stuck. Okay, so for this I need to ask, does it look like, because the fire is still spreading, does it look like we can slither by on this area? Let's make that a 50-50. What's going on today? What's this? So extremely no, even though the silk is burning, there's just no space to go through, so we're left with no choice. And we also get another random event. You know what, I think Mythic is punishing me for not playing in 2 months. Okay, what random event do we get? 97, NPC positive. Now I have 2 ideas. I don't think anything good can happen to Inula, neither to the poor guy inside. So it must be either the beast or the newcomers. So 1 to 3 good for the beast, 4 to 6 good for the newcomers. Newcomers, yes. So as Vesna is trying to stealthily go to the entrance, he sees how there are 2 other newcomers joining the group and jumping on the beast from its back, starting to tear at it. So now not only the roll is not going to get the +2, it's going to get a -2, which may be also bad if the others win too fast. I don't really think they'll be gentler than the other one is. Nevertheless, it's our chance. So let's make a stealth roll. I'm going to make it with survive, since we are in an area in which Vesna would be able to do it. So we are rolling +2, +1 for his survive, +1 for his dexterity. This roll is going to tell us how well he infiltrates, or well, how unseen he is as he gets inside. 6 + 2, 8. So now I have to ask, do any kind of the combatants see him with a -2, since he rolled relatively well? That's 10 -2, 6, which is very good. And since both are even, there's another random event. What's going on today? The random event is 42. Move towards a thread. Okay, so we are not seen, as we get inside, there's something that allows us to move towards the thread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is towards the second, which was contact Darkwell. Talk to the people in Darkwell. Well, I don't think we're going to move towards it, but as Vesna gets inside, he sees how all of the bugs are skittering around crazy, not knowing where to go. Inula is, well, as I said, just white in the face and not moving. And there's still the guy that we saw just lying on the ground, covered in silk too. Luckily, the beast has sort of covered his wound, his stump, with silk, which seems to stop the flow of blood. I don't know exactly why. And the guy's looking at us, just trying to make a sound like "help me" or something like that. Now, moment of truth. If Inula is alive, I want to save her. Definitely. If she's not, I'll try to save the other guy. If Inula is alive, well, then we'll decide if we want to save the other one. I don't want to decide for now. So as he gets inside, Vesna sees Inula, runs to her as fast as he can, separates a bit of the silk, and tries to touch her pulse. Has she got a heartbeat? Let's make a 50-50 check for this. I'm going to edit this out, but I spent like 20 seconds because I don't want to make this roll. I don't want to kill Inula. At the same time, I could say, okay, let's do that with a +2 to bias it slightly. But I want to be fair, and the dice decide the story. I don't. Is Inula alive? 50-50. Whew. 13, she is. There's a slight heartbeat there. So is it easy to take her off the silk? 50-50. 13, yes, it's easy. We are not going to have to spend another turn doing this. How does the fight outside go? -2. If we roll a 2, or if in this case, if we roll a 2 from 2 to 4, the fight will end. So that's very bad for us. 5. Almost. So that's a 3. So it seems that the other ones are really ganging up on the original beast, and it will probably die on the next one. The next roll I'll make it with a -4. So now we need to decide if we're going to save the guy or not. What's our strength? Vesna has got a strength of 12. Can we wake up Inula? I don't think so. Vesna's going to try to slap her a bit. That's going to be a -8, possibly. 14 -8. No. We cannot wake her up. She's unconscious. But the guy is conscious. If we free him, he may be able to, standing on Vesna, he may be able to jump, walk, whatever. Yeah, we're going to do that. Can we free him can we free him without spending a turn here? No, that's a 10. Either way, I want to say we should do it, but at the same time, the fight is going to end. I'm really suffering here. I don't like being a player. I like being a DM. You know what? I think this is really risky, but Intelligence 6, Wisdom 7. Let's do it. So Vesna is going to spend some time trying to unstick the guy and free him. And the guy just tries to stand up. And, well, I'm not going to describe him much because he's really covered in silk. So now Vesna is carrying Inula and at the same time helping this guy walk. And they try to go outside as stealthily as possible. Now, how is the fight going? I'm going to roll with a -4 now. So any result from 2 to 6 is going to mean that the newcomers have won. A very high result would move the modifier back to -2. And won't you look at that? Now I'm very happy that the beast is so good. As Vesna comes outside with Inula and the man, he sees how the beast takes one of the newcomers, the smallest one, and with its forearms takes the jaws, the mandibles of the newcomer, and opens them, well, basically destroying the face of the beast, which moves the modifier back to a -2. And hopefully will allow us to go stealthily our way. I'm going to roll just 2d6, pure 2d6, to see how well we do it. 9. That's perfect. So as these horrible beetle-like creatures are fighting for their strange leadership, Vesna, with Inula, and a new friend that's missing a leg, run through the forest, back to safety. And this is where we are going to end our 9th episode of Stories of Bardoba. Wow, I can honestly tell you, this has been a thrilling episode. Well, first of all, I want to apologize for taking so long. I really got a bit burnt out of producing an episode per week. It takes quite a lot of work, and I just got a bit burnt out. I don't know exactly the pace at which I will produce new episodes, but honestly, now that I'm playing again, I realize how fun it is. So, I don't know, you may get another one soon. If you want to have more information on when new episodes are going to appear, you should either follow me on Twitter or come by the Discord server. There you'll be able to, well, basically ask me, and I'll be able to tell you when the new episode will drop. This was amazing. I really felt bad for the guy. I would have left him, and if Vesna hadn't had that intelligence and wisdom, I would have left him, but Vesna's just not that guy. Vesna's a good guy. Vesna wants to save people, and I didn't fudge a roll. The only thing that I haven't done is modifying the fate checks based on the chaos factor, but that's not because I want to fudge my rolls, but because I actually forgot. I may start doing that on the next one, but our chaos factor is going to go down to 5 because we saved Inula. So we'll see. But it was a blast. We really were so close of dying at several moments. I really thought that the beast was going to kill us. Then I thought we were going to die at the new beasts. It was amazing. I had a blast, and well, I hope you did too. So whenever it is, I will see you on the 10th episode of Stories of Bardoba. Really thank you for coming. It's because of people like you that I keep doing this. Bye-bye.